What is your perspective about Quantum Hunt's video resume job platform?
So that's one of the best feature which I've ever saw in my life. I mean, till now.
Hello everyone, I'm Vanshika Shaw. I work at Quantum Hunts as a marketing consultant. Today we have Deepan with us, who is an AI developer, trainer, and who's a part of Quantum Hunt's jobs platform. Today, let's talk to him about how he's a AI practitioner and a trainer, and how he's creating a positive impact among students and job seekers, and also professionals. So, Deepan, as you mentioned earlier, that you are a part of India Book of Records. Share your experience with us.
Yeah, great one, Shika. So it was a wonderful day. I mean, back in 2018, where we have conducted and we have attempted to make an Indian Book of Record by training 700 students on a single day. So we had a lot of hiccups and a lot of breakdowns here and there at the time of the day, and we have somehow managed to maintain all those 700 students and make them train, and even they have gained some knowledge in AI in the single day. And the beautiful part is that all the 700 student workers. So it's like a unique record, and no one has ever, broke that record till now. So I could say that all those 700
That's
students,
truly amazing.
yeah, great. So it's like a huge day, and it's like a big family to us. And still, all those 700 people are in touch with us. I mean, they are like being very successful right now, and that day really turned, a lot of girls' mind to like involve themselves into AI. So yeah.
That's amazing, sir. So we have heard that you've been appreciated by a former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, for building a cost-effective humanoid robot. Tell us in detail what was the experience like and how you felt.
So it was really an amazing day. I mean, it's like a dream came true that day. So we worked tirelessly for like more than 7 months to realize this particular humanoid robot. So it was a 5 feet humanoid robot. We engineered each and every part of the robot by ourselves, so that the cost was actually put up to like less than a lakh. So that was a huge achievement which we have made, and the management decided to showcase this particular project to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. So he like visited our college during 2015, and we have exhibited our project to him. So I could say that with his capability and its age, he listened to my bragging for more than 10 minutes. Okay, standing there and listening to me very keenly for 10 minutes, and even gave me a feedback that what are the improvements which I can make. And he also like personally invited me that once you have done these improvements, you should come and see me, and so that we will proceed this to the next level. So that was really inspiring, and I would like, what an humble man he is. It's like totally like out of the
Absolutely.
world actually. So that was a, wonderful and one of the best day in my life, I could say that.
That's truly inspiring, sir. So tell us about your career in AI and how did you choose it?
Yeah, so I could say that I'm from electronics background actually. So as I told you, like I created a lot of robots and like participated in a lot of competitions. So while I was doing my masters in MIT, so that's where it all started actually. So we decided, okay, we have done a lot in embedded systems and robotics. So what shall we do more than this? My guide was constantly like pushing me to the uncomfortable zone of me getting into the software part, because I'm not that good at software coding and all those stuff. So he like pushed me like to make a different project that should be like very unique, so that we could publish a paper onto it. So out of the comfort zone, I'm going into an uncomfortable area. So I like gather a team. We discuss which area shall we unravel. So we had a lot of things in mind, like let's say big data and a lot of things. So but AI was little fascinating, because we know back in those childhood days, we watched a lot of great movies like Terminator, High Robot, and all those stuff. So I
Yes,
decided, okay, I'm gonna do a robot. I'm gonna make an intelligent robot. So that's where this field of kick started. But I would say that's like a, I'm not sure whether on that time, I would be reaching till this end. So it was really, the time actually like kept me constant, and I was, somehow managed to, be in this particular field, even my own days.
That's really nice. As you've been working in this technology for a long time, please share your initial work experience with us and how you felt in this niche AI technology. So please share that with us.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing which we faced, I mean, as a team, is like working in Ubuntu. So I'm not familiar with Ubuntu because in 2015 I could say that there is no much improvement in Windows. So you can't install all the packages, I mean, way more easily than in Ubuntu when compared to Windows. So we were forced to use Ubuntu. So that was an entirely new platform. Even program is a new platform to me. So I managed to somehow learn it. So that is a very biggest drawback which I can say, because when I entered into the company, so I mean, I couldn't able to convert this Ubuntu platform based application to a Windows application. So that was a huge challenge in the initial stage of time. And also coming back to the learning part, I would say that there is no much of a great tutorials which were available right now. I mean, I could say that in 2015 there is literally nothing. So you just want to push yourself into bit by bit, piece by piece, to understand what is actually all about. So now I could say that there is like n number of videos which is available, but back in those days, I mean, understanding a particular concept and implementing it in a real-time node is like a very big challenge. So those are the initial setbacks and challenges which I faced. Starting with the AI.
Yes, sir. As you've got so many achievements and you've come across so many things, it wasn't easy for you to do this. Absolutely, like you must have faced a lot of challenges and drawbacks. Tell us about that in a bit detail.
Yeah, so I would say that I mean, as I told you earlier, I mean, the initial environmental setup, I mean, we literally crashed lot of pieces in my college actually. So we actually tried to set up the GPU component with the AI part. So I mean, like setting up the CUDA cores for NVIDIA is like a very tough challenge because there is no proper documentation available, and we literally clashed like all my friends' laptop because we need NVIDIA graphics card, and I didn't have that in my PC. So I crashed my friend's laptop, and I even crashed 2 more PCs in my college. So it was a huge, problem. So but once I found the way, I mean, I said, okay, this is the way I need to do, and after which I like somehow, gained, much confidence in that. So because I could say that for more than 3 months, we were actually setting up the environment. So imagine for 3 months you did nothing, and you just say we are setting up environment. So that is a huge challenge which we faced. While doing the projects.
Okay, so that's an experience to have come across. So everyone has an inspiration or the person whom we look upon to. Tell us about the person whom you admire the most.
So I would say that the first would be like always Elon Musk. So he's like one of the biggest role model with to me actually. So because he achieved lot of great let's say applications by like telling it out very public. So let's say I've decided to go to Mars. So it's like an ambitious project, but he is actually like going step by step. And he's like trying to achieve it in the near future. So I could say that he is like going in a step-by-step basis, and he's saying like anything is possible in this world unless and until we work hard to do it. So that is a huge inspiration, because whenever I feel down, so I used to like we as a team, like we'll actually discuss about what are the challenges you have faced. We used to Google the challenges which you have faced in the initial point of time. So right from PayPal till now. So he's one of the greatest role models, and obviously Abdul Kalam sir is like the like a childhood role model, I could say that, because his humbleness, his way of enriching students and the young minds to do something to this community. So that is actually like I would say he's like a childhood role model to me.
A role model to everyone. APJ Abdul Kalam is absolutely amazing. So, sir, as it is said that AI is the future, what would be your advice to younger generation and who are interested in doing this AI technology and getting into it?
Sorry, Vanshika. I mean, my network is little low. Can you repeat the question?
No worries, sir. Yes, absolutely. Like, what is your advice for the younger generation who is getting into AI technology?
Yeah, so that's a great point actually. So I would say that a lot of students have learned AI with me actually. So everyone will ask the same question to me, like how do I get a job with AI? So I could say that, I mean, it's not about the job. So it's about the experience which you're going to gain. Because it's not like, I mean, when I entered my company, so it is not actually, I mean, the area, the field which I worked in was not actually purely on AI. So it is a different role. But I incorporated this I mean, AI application into my actual job. So I could say that it's like a toppings to your pizza. So it's like an added skill. So it's not like, I mean, they have to like what is it? I mean, they have to enter into a core company to become successful, or like a, I mean, they don't want to pressurize themselves that they should get placed in this AI centric company. So eventually they will get to there once they, I mean, prove enough, I mean, have enough experience in this field. So I would say that it's not like you should know programming. It's not like, I mean, there is a huge, I mean, skill set which you need underneath when you enter into AI. Because I'm just a great example to it, because I'm from electronics. So I literally, I mean, reluctant to code actually. So back in those days, but now I could say that, I mean, coding is a part of the real. I would agree to that. But I mean, understanding the key concept and like somehow implementing it in an application to realize it, that's the challenge actually. So which we can do for sure. I mean, like not only electronics, computer science, mechanical, any engineering students can easily, I mean, like what is it? They can easily enter into this particular area. So that's the thing which they want to keep in mind.
That would be a great tip for the budding aspirants. So, sir, as you've been a professional trainer for so long, what fascinates you in training others?
The energy which I get from the students when they try to do some projects on their own, and the energy which I get when they call at night, said we are stuck at a problem, so we need some guidance from you. So it's not like, I mean, on the time of training actually. So it's like after the training part. So once I get some news from them, let's say I got placed on a company. So like mostly, like most of the students which I trained, they were in touch with me. They are in touch with me right now till now. So they usually call me and they say like, I mean, I got placed in a company like this. We have done this project. We have got this award. So those kind of, I mean, after effects, I could say that actually that boosted me a lot to train more and more students to enter in this particular area. So that was my motivation actually.
What would be more better, like your students getting placed and they achieving something? That would be really proud. You must have felt that. So, what is the unique thing about your Quantum Hunts training program? Tell us in detail to us.
Yeah, yes. So I would say that, I mean, there are like, as I told you earlier, like there are like n number of courses and online, I mean, platform to learn this particular field. So I mean, as I told you, I'm been there like from 2015, like learning this particular piece of technology from the scratch on my own. So I know that like which are the important parts which is actually required for you to get started with the AI. That's point number one. The second thing is like, I mean, the data sets, the challenges which I've used in this particular program is like a very tough thing. Let's say, I mean, most of the online courses, I'm not just blaming them. I mean, mostly like what they do is like they create I mean, they have a perfect data set with them. With that, they can able to, I mean, get a great accuracy. Let's say they can easily get 99% of accuracy by creating the particular model. But whatever data set which I have is like very, very bad, because that's the reality. So once you enter into the company or into a market, you can't expect things to be like 100% right. So I decided to go in that way, because making them to understand it's not that easy to create an application. Because nowadays, I mean, people feel like, I mean, copying a code from GitHub and they get a great accuracy and great output. So they feel like they are, I mean, achieved a great project, but that's not the deal actually. So because when you enter into a, I mean, company standpoint, things get south actually. It's like you won't get a data set, you won't get anything from there. So how do you mitigate those kind of problems? How do you like somehow mitigate those problems and make it into reality and achieve a great accuracy, not blaming on the data set and not blaming on the algorithm which you're going to use? So you just want to try to achieve it even though you don't have a data, or even though you have a data or a bad data, whatever it can be. So we just want to make it work. So like that's the thing which I mean, this particular course will teach them, because that's very important. Because learning an algorithm is easy right now, so you get a lot of videos here and there. Even getting the code, yes, GitHub is available, so lot of open source. Because since we're using Python for this particular course, yes, obviously this AI has grown a lot because of Python. So I could say that a lot of codes are available and lots of, I mean, technology, I mean, the algorithm explanations are available. But how do you combine these things together to create a perfect application, even though when you don't have a perfect environment to do it? So that's the important thing which we are covering in this course.
Rightly said. What is the basic skill set a candidate should learn before signing up for artificial intelligence course?
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, as I told you, this will be a program-based course actually. So obviously, they should know some basic knowledge about any programming language. So preferably Python. But yes, if they don't know about Python, that's not a problem because we got it covered. So the thing is like they just want to understand. They just want to speak to the computer by program. So they just want that particular skill, like how to realize it on a programmatical standpoint. So that's the skill set which they want when they are going to like enter into this particular course. No more prerequisites.
Okay, sir. So, as you've been in this profession and teaching students, what would be the two things you would be changing in the education system in our country?
Yes, I could say that like it's like a tricky question. So, so the first thing is like I'm not sure many are available. I mean, many are aware about this particular thing. Right now the government is trying to push this AI courses, AI subjects into a CBSE standard actually. So from ninth
Yes.
standard, they are actually like pushing this particular subject. So even I went to a lot of schools and they train a lot of teachers actually because they have to be equipped so that they can train the
Yes.
students. So like, and the government is actually like making great initiatives. So I could say that the syllabus which I saw from the school standpoint is like more of a theoretical standpoint. So I could say that somehow some practical exposure, some realizing it in a real-time way might be like an important point to be considered. So making them understand that you can do wonders with AI. So that's the inspiration and that's the spark which you want to like push into the education system. So not like learning what is what. I think they should know like what it can do. I mean, when you're going to deploy it in real time. So that field have to be like integrated in this particular education system for sure. So that's it.
Yes, like every students, like they think after getting a proper education and training, they look for a job. So, what are the job options available in India for candidates who have learned AI?
Yeah, yes, I could say that it is like a like added advantage to your actual curriculum. Let's say you are a biomedical engineer, so you are going into a research area. So on that time, if you know AI, you could easily visualize the data and you can able to create some automation system like doing some detection or recognition system by integrating your medical like biomedical expertise. So that's what I say. So it's not like you want to target on a single company or like a few companies which is actually working on AI. So it's not like that. So you can always integrate your application, your learnings into your, into any company which you want. If you are going into a validation, you could always try to automate it. So if you're going to use some images, you can use a camera to take an image, you can do some automation, just like that. So that's what I'm trying to say. So you could always use this as a topping to your pizza. So it's not like you have to focus more onto the core companies. So yes, eventually we'll go to there at one point, but you don't want to pressurize yourself that I didn't get a job in AI. So it's not like that. So prove your excellence in that particular company, and you can definitely start a division in your company. So because that's what I've achieved in my company, I could say that. So that's one important thing which they want to keep in mind.
Okay, so what is your perspective about Quantum Hunt's video resume job platform for candidates?
So that's one of the best feature which I've ever saw in my life. Till now, because yes, we do have a lot of single page resumes and a lot of different things are available in the market. So, but having a video resume will definitely help the recruiters to understand how confident he is. By looking onto his face, you can straight away say that whether he's like by hearted the particular topic, the resume part, and he's like blabbering or is like speaking from his heart. So that's a huge because right before interviewing a candidate, once you see his face, his or her face, you could get an idea like he might be the guy to my to this particular position. So that is actually like gives a lot of prerequisite like empathy for the particular employees. And coming to the employees, the students who is trying to get a job, they will feel confident because like speaking for 5 minutes in front of a camera is very tough, then speaking to a friend or even speaking to the interviewer. So that will actually train them a lot, because obviously the first question which you're going to get on an interview is like, tell about yourself. So that's what you're gonna like do in your video resume. So obviously like that will actually train them to be like more capable enough so that they won't like mess it up when it comes to real time interview. So I would say it's one of the best platform, and I would always encourage my students to join this quantum video resume so that they'll get a lot of exposure into it. So that's the thing.
Yes, there are n number of advantages to our platform, but tell us the proudest moment of your life.
I could say that the first ever project which I won, like back in 2013, I believe. So so we were in CIT, Coimbatore Institute of Technology. So where we actually competing in a competition. So our project was little not that good on that time actually. So but somehow day and night we like sat what is it, for the entire week to make it into real application, and we showcased into the to the guest and to the chief guest and to the judges actually. So we didn't expected to get a prize because our HOD has strictly said that you will not get your OD unless and until you win it. So we compromised it and we said, okay, we are not going to win this particular competition. Let's leave it behind and we'll try to achieve more. So it was like we were actually like very shocked to hear that we won the prize actually. So from that day actually like we got a great confidence, and because of that particular moment we went to a lot of other competition, right, from IITs to international competitions, and we won most of it. So that actually the first moment gave us a lot of confidence. I would say that's one of the proudest moment, because knowing nothing in that particular field and you did something and you got appreciated for that. So that's a huge thing which I always remember.
That's truly inspiring. Like, you've got so many achievements, you've come across so many milestones. What is your future plans? What is your next milestone you want to achieve or get it? Tell us about that.
Yes. So actually I have somehow trained like more than 50,000 students right now. So the biggest milestone which I'm setting it right now is like training at least a lakh student in a given year and making a community so that all the students can able to interact in that particular community. So that's my future plan right now, because I just want to make sure that our young minds are actually like involved, at least know something about AI, so that they'll be somehow ready when they like enter into a job market. So we want to like create a community that can self-evolve in 2 or 3 years, so that it becomes from 1 lakh to 10 lakh. So that's the milestone which I'm setting it right now. So hopefully we will try to achieve it.
Thank you so much, Deepan. It was such a nice experience talking to you. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We are looking forward to closely working with you, and we hope the job seekers and students will take up this as an inspiration and sign up for the flagship turning program at Quantum Hunts. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Vanshika. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.